Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Very good amendment. Please vote yes. Cause and effect, Mr. Speaker. Cause and effect. What this amendment does is it recognizes the synergistic connection between cause and effect in the rampant failure of our public policy in grappling with the epidemic of homelessness in this state. Now, we talk about the document recording fee, Mr. Speaker, and that sounds like a very dry thing. It's one of those fees that people don't think about. But you know, Mr. Speaker, people are starting to think about these fees. A constituent of mine contacted me to complain about how expensive it is to file just about anything at the courthouse. And what she said to me is, you know, these aren't fees, these are taxes. And we can get into a philosophical debate, Mr. Speaker, about the difference between a fee and a tax, but her point was right. At some point, when a fee so surpasses the cost of the public service, the government service provided, it becomes a tax. And what our escalating document recording fee is it's a tax, and Mr. Speaker, it's a regressive tax. It cuts against that pro se litigant. It cuts against a person trying to do a for sale by owner real estate transaction. It cuts against the people who are scraping by and trying to make it work in this world, mostly on the dint of their own labor. So what are we asking for in this amendment, Mr. Speaker? Why should you vote yes? Because we need to do something meaningful about the explosion of homeless campers and crime and violence that comes with illegal camping. And we want clarity in our public policy, Mr. Speaker. We want local jurisdictions, while maintaining local control, to have every incentive to do something. And they want to do something, Mr. Speaker. They want to fix this problem. And yes, you've heard about some of the court decisions. The Grants Pass ruling, Grants Pass after the city down in Oregon. That Grants Pass ruling said local jurisdictions can ban illegal homeless camping on their public parks and their public lands and their public sidewalks. This is a good thing, Mr. Speaker. We have to defend civil society. We have to defend civil order. And we don't need to go very far to see the examples of rampant homelessness in these illegal campgrounds. Just up the freeway, just an exit or two, one of these illegal camps blew up into a massive fire a few months ago. This is a threat to public safety. It's a threat to public health, Mr. Speaker. So in the amendment, we are encouraging local jurisdictions to exercise their local control and do something about this epidemic, about this risk, about this problem. And what we're saying is, if you do the right thing according to your local priorities and your local circumstances, then you can have some of the fruit, some of the honey of this spiraling upward cost of filing things, this document recording fee. Cause and effect, Mr. Speaker. Let's link our escalating cost of living that makes everything more expensive in this state to good action that will defend the quality of life in this state. Mr. Speaker, when we try to de-link cause and effect, we end up with failed public policy. This is a small thing, but it's an important thing. Let's reconnect cause and effect. Please vote yes.
Further remarks. The good member from the 19th District, Representative Walsh.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, I'm happy to say that Grants Pass actually won their lawsuit, and they can ban illegal camping in their town, and we can ban illegal camping as we choose to in our various communities around this state, too. Mr. Speaker, if the Hobson's choice is between a document recording fee exploding upward and an income tax, I promise you, Mr. Speaker, the people of this state will begin a tax revolt, the likes of which we haven't seen since Howard Jarvis in California 50 years ago. Mr. Speaker, this is exactly the false choice in public policy we have to move away from. Just because the document recording fee is a regressive tax that's no good on people working on their own efforts to make their lives better doesn't justify a worse tax, which is unconstitutional. Mr. Speaker, we need to get our house in order both in tax policy and public policy. This amendment helps do that. Please vote yes.